The only show on television I have to mentally prepare for. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm about to watch part 4? Part 3? Part 3? Oh my goodness, we're only on the 3rd episode. Oh my. Before I get into it though, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. It helps the channel out so very much and it lets me grow this wonderful community of ours even more. Yeah, episode 4 or 3. Oh, I keep saying 4 because so much has happened in the last 2 episodes. It feels like we should be much further along. The opening of the original episode felt like its own episode. And then everything after that happens. This show's just going, isn't it? I'm sure I know what's going to be coming this week if they're following the game as closely as I believe they are. And it sounds, from what I've heard in the interviews and them talking, it sounds like that's what they're doing. I know exactly where we're going this week. I'm really interested to see how they tackle this and the character here. Actually, if you're watching this, I don't know why I'm being so cagey. It should be Bill. We should be getting Bill this week, basically is what I'm getting at. So hopefully you've already watched the episode. That shouldn't be a spoiler. So I'm just wondering how they're going to tackle him. I know who's playing him, I think, but I also don't know, like, his little town he had. I'm wondering how they approach that, if they approach it at all. All kinds of questions in my head right now. But needless to say, this show has been just killing it. This show has just been absolutely killing it. I love the changes they're making because they don't feel like changes so much as diversions. Like, okay, instead of Fedra coming after Tess and killing her, this time we just used Infected. And I even get the reasoning why they make a lot of these changes. And that's the beauty of the show so far. The changes they make don't take away from the original story at all. In fact, they add to this version of the story, in my opinion. I just hope they can keep it up because, again, we're only on the 3rd episode, which still blows my mind. All right, let's get into this.
I was gonna say that I've been thinking about what happened. Nobody made you or Tess take me. So don't blame me for something that isn't my fault.
Yeah.
You get him?
No, I missed 2. It happens more often than you think.
Because you suck at shooting or like in general?
In general.
You know, seeing as it's just the 2 of us, I was thinking I should
No.
Why do you have stuff stashed here?
You ask a lot of questions.
Yes, I do.
God, I love her so much.
Is there anything bad in here?
Just you.
Ah, getting funnier. Yeah.
You have no idea what could be down there. Oh my goodness. I would kill this child. Ellie. It's all just fungus underneath.
Dude, you got to go up in the sky.
Yeah, well, so did they.
Grim.
That's,
So everything came crashing down in one day.
I love
But
how much she just loves the
Well,
old
you
world.
touch up
I'm so
cordyceps.
curious.
Everybody's fine.
Friday night, September 26, 2003. By Monday, everything was gone.
That fast. Mass grave. Yeah.
Told you you were going to a QZ, and you were. If there was room. If there wasn't,
Oh!
dead people can't be infected.
That's just evil. Basement under the basement. That's some paranoia stuff right there. Oh my. Best day ever for him. He immediately started weaponizing the town. Immediately. He was waiting for this day. Explode.
Oh. Are you armed?
No,
Why did you take that long to answer?
I don't know. I thought about lying for some reason, but the reason didn't come. I have 5 more minutes?
Sure. Sure.
He didn't realize how much he was gonna miss people. I was waiting for that. In the game, this was kind of unspoken, I always felt like. Unless I missed something.
Go take a shower, Bill.
Come on. Hey, would you stop?
Do I ask for things? Ever? I live in this world. You live in a psycho bunker where 9/11 was an inside job and the government are all Nazis.
The government are all Nazis!
Well, yeah, now, but not then.
We will never have friends because there are no friends to be had.
I've actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
You what?
Oh, no.
I'm the same way.
Oh, you're a paranoid schizophrenic too?
Frank!
So early on in their careers, they aren't quite as jaded yet.
I understand.
Oh, and I had this idea that we should use codes for the radio in case anyone's listening.
Oh, that's a good idea. What?
I love that him and Tess are getting along so well. Oh man, the passage of time.
I got something to show you. Not that. Older means we're still here.
What? I was never afraid before you showed up.
Wow, that is a lovely sentiment. That is like the sweetest sentiment. Crap. What?
Bill!
He's already down there.
Bill! Bill!
Frank, stay down. Gee, oh! Oh! Oh, damn it.
We gotta get you inside.
Call Joel. You can't be here alone.
I'm not alone. You're here.
He'll take care of you.
What could have been his last words? We're all about taking care of him.
It's getting cold.
Frank?
We'll get you warmed up.
I was afraid of that. I was afraid it was going to be disease, not raiders, not infection. Oh my goodness. They probably don't even know what he's got,
Pills?
for sure.
Oh no.
How would you get truly diagnosed? You just read some books and hope you got it right. This is so incredibly sad. And sweet at the same time.
Took most of the night. I'm exhausted.
You gotta be kidding me. Back in
I
bed.
promise you I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day. Who's coming, Bill? The door-to-door MRI salesman?
There wasn't anything to cure this before the world fell apart. Bill. Mm-mm. Come here. Just give me one more good day. Starting now, make me some toast. You'll wear what I ask. We'll get married. And you cook a delicious dinner. I will drink it. Then you will take me by my hand, bring me to our bed, and I will fall asleep in your arms.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Oh, that hurts so much.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Then love me the way I want you to.
All this time and they never got married. Huh, this show, I swear to God. Isn't that their exact first meal again? Yep. Their first meal together is their last meal? Oh, God. Ah.
Were there already pills in the bottle?
Enough to kill a horse. I'm old. I'm satisfied. And you were my purpose.
But from an objective point of view, it's incredibly romantic.
Frank. Stay there. You hear anything, you see anything, yell.
It's from Bill. To whomever, but probably Joel. I figured I fell under whomever.
So they're dead?
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing you found this, Joel, because anyone else would have been electrocuted or blown up by one of my traps. I used to hate the world, and I was happy when everyone died. But I was wrong, because there was one person worth saving. I saved him. Then I protected him. That's why men like you and me are here. And God help any motherfucker who stand in our way.
Hmm. Oh. You do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Yes.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Okay.
So what now? This guy was a genius. Why was the music on? I'm taking a shower, and then you're showering. Seriously.
It's your first time in a car?
It's like a spaceship.
No, it's like a piece of shit Chevy S10, but it'll get us there. Seatbelt.
So
Oh, I love how fascinated she is.
Put it back. Ellie.
Already, what he says goes.
Oh, no, wait. I'll leave it.
Oh boy, that had to be the biggest departure from the game so far, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. That was absolutely beautiful and heartbreaking. I don't think I would change a thing. For those that don't know or haven't played the game, I don't want to spoil too much, but it was very much a different version of that story. It was always, you know, under the surface, the thing about Bill and Frank, but wasn't really hammered home, I'd say. But you kind of assumed, at least that, I don't remember seeing anything that was fully committing to them being a couple. You just kind of assumed it from conversations and the way Bill felt. But that was the thing. In the game, you met Bill. They got there and Bill was still alive. Frank was not. So that was the big departure. And of course, in the game, there's also a whole thing where they have to get the battery and they're infected and things like that they have to go through. But in this story, I as much as I would like to have seen Bill present day with Joel, that definitely wasn't necessary. The story they told, I prefer it. I prefer to have seen this version. Heck, I prefer this version of Bill better. He is very different from the Bill we met, but the Bill we meet in the games survived after Frank. That makes sense in that story for the way Bill was in the game, because he was not even as friendly as this Bill. That Bill, yeah, he'd lost too much. Seeing this Bill just choose to go with Frank, just choose to stay with the person he loved, that, you know what, that was his purpose. He fulfilled his purpose. He protected him, kept the world, his world, safe for as long as he could. And if the world was going to end, he was going with it. I am tearing up just saying that. Ugh, I thought Sarah was hard enough. But I mentioned that, you know, we met Bill in present day, but they kind of gave us that anyway. They gave us that meeting of Joel and Bill in the past, which to me serves the same purpose. We also actually got the added bonus of him meeting Tess, of having Frank and Tess meet. That was just lovely. I absolutely loved that. That actually fulfilled that role in my mind. But it also gave us the added bonus of we got to meet Frank. That never happened in the game. That is something that absolutely didn't happen in the game, because by the time they arrived, there was no flashback like this. And by the time Joel and Ellie arrived, that Frank was already gone and Bill was still there. So there was no Tess meeting them. There was no Joel and Tess meeting Frank and Bill and seeing how they were together and seeing how the town would have been when they were together and things like that. No, none of that existed. I hate to say I prefer this version, but I do. I prefer this version over the game for once, just because it is such a beautiful story. Now, gameplay wise, not much you would do here, so I get why it would be different. But storyline wise, this is just such a beautiful story. And I said the F word, I said flashback. I had talked about the fact that in prior videos, I talked about the fact that I just wasn't quite sure we would need more flashbacks, that I really wanted more flashbacks, because I'm afraid they're going to demystify the world if they keep doing that. Forget it. I give up. You win, Last of Us. You win, Last of Us HBO. You have sold me. You have 100% sold me. If you keep your flashbacks this quality, I'm never going to complain about that again. Yeah, I take it all back. I take it all back because I just didn't want them to demystify the world. But if you're going to use flashbacks to the level they have been, the first one was incredible. The cold open, and then we got the cold open last episode. And now this entire episode is just flashback. Actually, it's almost hard to call it a flashback because it was just telling an entire story. If they wanted to keep doing stuff like this, I have no problem. Forget it. Nope, go for it. Go for it. You have my blessings now. I say this all teary-eyed and weepy. Why do I love this show when it makes me this way? Come to think of it, probably the same reason I love the games and I still play them. Teary-eyed. And I do appreciate them bookending the entire episode with Joel and Ellie. Like we still got their story of this episode. They were trekking across country. Joel is still teaching her things. I love that we're already establishing him teaching her things because she just doesn't know so much about the world. She wasn't alive for most of it. She's been in a Fedra school, which is only going to teach her certain things and leave out the rest. So Joel's got to fill in the gaps. She is just awestruck. A plane. You've been in a plane? You know, being in a car for the first time. She put it was like being in a spaceship. Just amazing. They are doing such great character work with her that I am so glad that's how they bookended the episode, because it was so heartbreaking, giving us that breath, even though it was sad. Oh, playing that song at the end, even though it was incredibly sad, still it gave us a little bit of a breath, and I thought that was great, and also gave us great character work. Yeah, I didn't even mention the letter, did I? The letter to Joel. I loved it. I loved that letter. I loved that letter so much because it was whoever finds this, but probably Joel. I just love that. The fact that he's like, I've never really even liked you that much, Joel. I don't even know if I'd consider you a friend. That's perfectly Bill. I'm not sure Bill considered anyone a friend. Like, he did not like anybody except Frank. Tess was all right. You know, he was probably, Tess was all right. Joel, though, whatever. And I think it's just because he and Joel were too much alike. There was no way he was ever going to admit that he liked Joel and Joel liked him. They were just too much alike. That said, though, going back to the heartbreak, Joel's lost 3 people in a couple of days. Probably the 3 of the people he's closest with outside of Tommy. Even though he and Bill, you know, aren't friends or whatever, I think he still considered him as close to a friend as he could, as well as Frank. Frank, he probably thought of Frank as a friend because it would be hard not to think of Frank as a friend. Him just walking outside. He's too hard to break right now, but man, that man was breaking. He just wasn't showing it externally. All right, now that I can't seem to stop weeping, what did you guys think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Do you find it as emotional and beautiful as I do? Do you like the change that they made from the game to this version? Did you even know who Linda Ronstadt was? Whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, like I said at the beginning, hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate it so much. And before I go, as always, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.